Hello, and thanks very much for the opportunity to share some insights on improving recall completion percentages and performance through enhanced owner intelligence. My name is Dave Nemtuda. I head up the automotive products team at LexisNexis Risk Solutions on the connected car team. My team is responsible for developing the solutions, the innovative solutions for the automotive space. These capabilities have been proven in other markets for decades with LexisNexis, and we're now just bringing them to the automotive market. So today we want to touch on a few points. One is the historical performance of recalls. Secondly is some of the unique strategies that have come out of the Takata campaigns. And thirdly, how LexisNexis Recall Clarity supports the above in terms of improving recall performance. So let's dive in. So on the first slide, what you'll see here is a combination of things. On the top, you'll see the historical process that automakers have followed. And on the bottom is the performance results. So the process as it stands is today, the automaker works with NHTSA, identifies the vehicles that need to be recalled, issue a recall, and they update their owner information on those vehicles. They typically will update that based upon their own customer master records, or they'll use Department of Motor Vehicle information to enhance as well. They then perform the outreach, asking the customers to return to the local dealers for repairs. And for any non-responders, they may send out secondary notifications, but they are also required as well to report on a quarterly basis on recall completion rates to NHTSA. And that's through 6 quarters. So down below on the chart, what you see are the 6 quarters of recall completion rates broken down by vehicle age. And what you'll notice is that the recall completion performance or the completion rates are highly correlated to age. With the younger the vehicle, the higher the completion rate. For 3 years or less, in terms of model years, you see an over an 80% completion rate. While at 8 years or over, you see a less than 50% overall completion rate. So what does this mean? That there's a lot of older vehicles on the road that have not been repaired from a recall perspective. So there's definitely an opportunity here to enhance the process and improve the rates and make the roads more safe by getting more vehicles repaired. So why are the incompletion rates lower with older vehicles? Well, the independent monitor from the Takata recalls offered an excellent synopsis to this. What they found is that the number one hurdle for automakers, especially in older vehicles, was finding correct and accurate ownership information on these vehicles. In fact, what they found is that once recall completion rates reached 60% of older vehicles, over half of the ownership information automakers had was inaccurate. So what was their recommendation? Well, it was to use multiple sources of vehicle and ownership information and update that data frequently. How did that turn out in results? Well, per their 2020 report from the monitor, they had achieved 79% completion rates, which are now trending over 80%. That results in a 20+% increase over average for traditional campaigns of vehicles that old. And these vehicles were up to 20 years old. So very, very impressive results from that, with accurate vehicle ownership information being highly attributed to those results. So now let's talk about how LexisNexis helps in this area, specifically our Recall Clarity solution. Recall Clarity is a proven solution that focuses on supporting automakers in identifying, locating, and contacting hard-to-find recall vehicles. The goal is to locate the owner, contact the owner, drive response, get a vehicle repair, and make the roads safer by improved vehicle safety. The product has been in market since 2019, proving its value by locating 96% of the hard-to-find vehicles automakers have asked us to, and appending customer contact information on virtually every one of those records. So how does Recall Clarity work? Well, one is we leverage our advanced proprietary linking technology as well as LexID. LexID is a proprietary identity solution developed by LexisNexis, in which we manage over 280 million identities across the US. Our linking technology then allows us to link vehicles to LexIDs at an individual and a household level. This creates a solution that links hundreds of millions of vehicles to hundreds of millions of identities across the US, which is updated on a regular basis. Once we make these linkages, we then are able to append best-in-class contact information, whether that be a physical address, a phone number, or email address, whatever that may be, to support any type of outreach, recall outreach that the automaker may pursue. And lastly, the data is not DMV data, so it is not regulated by the Driver's Privacy Protection Act. And so it is easier to share with local dealers to help them perform local outreach and drive results as well. All of these factors translate to continued success for the LexisNexis Recall Clarity product across a number of OEMs, significantly improving recall performance in the market. So in summary, recall completion rates should be improved, and they should be improved by enhancing owner intelligence, and LexisNexis Recall Clarity has delivered proven results in this area for automakers. If you'd like to learn more on how LexisNexis Risk Solutions supports automakers, please visit the URL on the screen. Thanks again for your time, and we look forward to speaking with you soon.